Hey, it's a little premature, isn't it? But 2026 is just around the corner, and I've got a special message for you on Chatting It Up with CJ. Hey, all kidding aside, I've got a special message for the 2026 year that's coming up, and I really wanted to focus on something with all seriousness. Ooh, look at my hat head. Ooh, that's not good. I'm talking to you about being intentional with your time. As a caregiver, I found out that it's very easy to burn the candle at both ends and to run out of mental space and fortitude. You can wear yourself out to a point that you think, I can't do this anymore. Matter of fact, in my weaker moments of being completely stressed out and completely broken, I remember weeping and creating a voicemail and sending it to my family, simply saying, I can't do this anymore. It was the hardest thing for me to even do. And every single caregiver has either approached that precipice or has gone into it or gone over the edge. It is not uncommon. And you may feel like you're the only person in the caregiving world that goes through this. But I'm here to tell you, it's not true. It's not okay to get to that point, but it happens. And I want you to know it's normal. But you don't want to get to that point. And that's why I said you need to be intentional with your time. I'm not proud of my weepy voicemail, but it is a reality. And it's a reality that a lot of people can relate to. A good example, who I followed for I don't know how many years now, as she's been taking care of her mom. Listen to what she had to say.
Is that I'm able to do what I do because I'm intentional about the breaks that I take. Hear me out. In 2020, I was caring for my mom at home alone, and I thought that I was having a heart attack because I was literally burning the candle at both ends. I was exhausted, I was stressed, and I was truly not taking care of myself. And it was after that moment when I realized it wasn't a heart attack, it was a panic attack because I was too stressed. I realized that I needed to prioritize placing intentional, disciplined deposits in my bucket of well-being. Because if I did not prioritize Jessica, I would not be here to prioritize caring for my mother.
I told you, we're not alone. It's crazy to think that we can actually get to that point. But I remember feeling so embarrassed when I sent my voicemail of, I can't do this anymore. That's all I said. I was weeping. That's all I could get out of myself. That one phrase. When I sent it out, what did I get? It was a friend of my sister's. Because remember, my sister lives in Hawaii. That showed up. And I'm grateful that they showed up. But you know what? I remember saying, go away. I don't want you. That's not who I needed. I needed my family. I needed other support. And I didn't expect that person to understand where I was coming from. But I knew my family did, but they didn't show up. Matter of fact, I learned they thought I was suicidal. And to this day, so many years later, it's never been spoken of. They never talked to me about it. Nothing was ever said. And it just reconfirmed to me that people don't know what to do. They don't know what it's like to be a caregiver. But there is an onus, a responsibility that we as caregivers need to do for ourselves. Like Jessica said, we need to be intentional with our time. When we ask for respite, the time to take care of ourselves, to have that moment of just us, to do things for ourselves, it's to prevent moments like a weeping voicemail, or a breaking point, or chest pains, or stress, burnout, caregiver burnout. It's to deflect those things. Be intentional with your time in 2026. The journey doesn't get less unless you do something for yourself to take care of yourself. As a caregiver, I admit that was probably my lowest point. It was humiliating for me to admit that I couldn't manage what I was doing, because you feel like a superhero when you're doing this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that, which is one of the main problems of a caregiver, asking for help. But you don't want to wear yourself so thin that you cannot do it anymore, because then all that happens is you start breaking down. You start having a mental issue of, like, I mean, what more 5 words could I say? I couldn't even get 6 words out. Just say, I can't do this anymore. Don't be me. Don't be Jessica. Be you, and be intentional in 2026. I wish you well. Be blessed. Remember, be good to yourself. Have an awesome 2026 new year. And I will see you in January.